Hello guys and welcome to a new video. Today we will be discussing about interfaces in Java. An interface is nothing but a rule book for a class that it must follow. All the methods that are present in an interface are abstract by default. What abstract means is an abstract method does not have any body. What it means is there will be the name of the method but there is no implementation for that method. So if we take an example, let's take a public interface tester. We now have created an interface called tester. So let's say abstract void, let's say show info. This is now an abstract method. An abstract method does not have any kind of body. It only has its name and any type of parameters that would be present within that method. Abstract methods are used to achieve abstraction in Java. Abstraction is nothing but hiding simple details about some code, which means that abstraction can be used to hide the unnecessary details from the end user. So now we have seen that we have created an interface called tester. We should remember that a class can use that interface by using the implements keyword. The keyword implements is used to use that interface within a class. And also another point to remember for interfaces would be interface allows Java to achieve multiple inheritance, which is not possible directly by the extends keyword, which means multiple inheritance is nothing but a single child class can have two parent classes. This is generally not possible by using simply the extends keyword and classes. So in Java, we use interfaces to achieve this multiple inheritance. Now if you see an example for an interface, we have already created an interface called public interface tester and we have created an abstract method called show info. Also remember that each and every method that is mentioned within that interface is by default abstract and also public, which means it can be used by anyone. Now we need to implement that tester interface. Let's say implements and tester. Now let us create a class called car and let's make sure that implements the tester interface. Now we already know that in the tester interface we have an abstract method called show info. Now let's try to override that method, show info, and let's print out hello from, let's say, car. Now if I create an object of that car class, let's say car tr is equals to new car. Let's also cr dot show info. Now if I try and run the program, we see that there is an output called hello from the car. So here we have created a class that implements the tester interface, which is this interface. We can also see that there is no body for this method. So this method itself is an abstract method. Now, if I create another class called, let's say, a class bike implements tester. Again, if I do the same thing, if I override this value called public void show info, and let's say, for example, again, let's do hello from bike. So let's try and run the program. Or actually, let's create an instance of the bike class. Let's say bike bk is equals to new bike. Let's again use the bk dot show info. If I run the program again, we can see that the implementation of that method changes. So for the car class, we have implemented hello from car within the method, whereas for the bike class, we have implemented hello from bike. So this is how we use interfaces in Java. We can also use interfaces to implement multiple inheritance in Java, which was not possible directly by just using classes. Hope you have understood this topic. See you in the next one.